No questions.
You're half guildmasterness.
Far and dark and... Fresh tip caught your interest? I know the place. Say the word and we can all be a little richer today. It's a beautiful place, but don't let the gleam distract you from the dangers within. The lush overgrowth makes it ideal for traps of all kinds. Mind your toes if you wish to keep them. Stinks of an inside job to me. But if our buyer wants to skim a little off the top, who are we to judge? We will charge extra for the added care, of course. Far and dark can move things from place to place when a boss needs. Goods, coin, people too sometimes. Find me if you have such a need, boss.
Nine times out of 10, the cynics are right.
bed down. Go wake the dead.
Hey! Got your latest cut of the... They tried to make a fuss about the traces you left during the job, but Farendar knows the value of a little blackmail to ensure the agreed-upon price. Your share, boss. It may not have the beauty of stones, but I find the jingle quite fetching.
Did it fall out of my pocket?
Can I help you? You're worse than a skeever rooting for scraps.
Do I look lonely to you? Then why are you still here?
You're making me uneasy.
Hear ye, hear ye! Citizens are warned to beware
There's
of
always more
traveling
to
to
do.
Coghlan Village. The town was recently attacked by slavers, who are suspected of still being in the area.
Let's keep this business light. No time.
You should find somewhere else to do that. Did I drop it somewhere?
We still recall the god of schemes consumed it all. To Cold Harbor went our clockwork god to bargain on the prince's saw. They came to mock at tribune small, schemer, hunger, hunter, all, pariah, scryer, destroyer came, braver and twilight just the same. From
Guards! I found an unworthy swine to hoist on your pike.
Pay or die, criminal. You have no other options. You dare turn your back on me!
They sneered when his demand till twilight
Over here. Fada the Eiffel hit me. Said I was a terrible thief and a worse beggar. What an honor. It's rare that she displays her prowess for free. I worked for her once, for the Khajiit crime lord's splendid paws. Those were good days, my friend.
I am a weapon, tough as steel and twice as sharp. Remember that, and stay out of my way.
I'm sorry, but the guard confiscated all of my equipment. I can't make any poisons for you, so do not ask.
What is it? What do you want? I do not haggle.
Look what the...
Had the feeling you'd stop by. Did you know Silver Claw was looking for you? Something urgent, he said. That oily fat cat tried to bribe me with a fine wine to keep an eye out for you. Of course I took his bribe. Why do you think we're talking? So to meet him in the den, quick as you can.
Well... Well?
Discreetly, discreetly, you can never have too little attention.
Well?
This is not good. Really, just not good.
Do I always lose things around here?
Someone's treasure.
Silverclaw, stop pacing. You'll wear a rut in the floor.
It helps me think. Now, where is the guildmaster?
Which acting, counting, inventory,
Look who's here. Your long wait is over.
acting guildmaster. You are moving. Keeping your mind off things with work. Just don't let it distract you on the job, or we might need another acting guildmaster.
Prices have never been better.
Silverclaw is fidgety as a cat. On hot sand, with a knot tied in his tail. He's got some information and he's anxious to share it with you.
I have good news, my friend! Chief Inspector Runbeak and the Iron Wheel will soon depart Hughesbane. And the bad news, Zira will be sent to Tanith, where she will stand trial for raiding Aldenobia Tomb. Somewhere in Noshira Citadel, the Iron Wheel's preparations to depart causes much distraction. There is no better time to slip among their ranks. But I am not a part of your guild. You would know best what to do, of course.
We know where Zira is? Are we going to rescue her?
What do you mean, we? I'm retired.
Zira would do the same for any of us, even you, Velsa.
The least we can do is hear out our acting guildmaster. So, what is the plan? If we're going to Noshira Citadel, I can help. The Iron Wheel can always spot imposters. It's not the uniform, it's the mannerisms and protocol they follow. It's all part of their training. If we're going to Noshira City, they cycle their soldiers between locations every few months. Keeps them from forming attachments with the locals. They see new faces all the time, so they're trained to spot certain mannerisms. Ones I've learned to spot as well, and impersonate. I just need a uniform. They change those too, small details here and there. We need one that can accommodate my tail. Oh, and bring the journal we used in Aldenobia Tomb. I have an idea, but until we know our entry point, I don't want to share.
I know it won't be easy to recover Zira, but I'm ready for this. Just say the word. Lots of crumbling walls. I can scout the best approach, see if the Iron Wheel leaves anything less defended. They won't notice me. No one ever looks up. Let me see your map. This place, just outside Noshira Citadel? I'll meet you there when I've found a way inside. See you there, partner?
I just need a uniform.
I know that look. That's your tell Velsa to do something look. Why do none of you believe I'm retired? I could say it slowly. Retired. Did it stick this time? I only traveled to Aldenobia Tomb because I had history with the people who died there. But poking around the Iron Wheel's headquarters? Lunacy. I need a phenomenal reason to risk my life for Zira's. You did, and I am grateful. But rescuing Zira is a tall order. I'll do so on one condition. Promise to help Narani should she ever need it. I want her final years to be without the pain she suffered in the time that came before. I'm going to smash some stink apples at the front gate to draw the Iron Wheel there. The distraction will make it easier for you to get in elsewhere. What? You're temporary Zira. You think I ever let her tell me what to do?
You should discuss the matter with your guild. It is not entirely my business. Although, I will stand over here and pretend it is. So exciting what you all do.
Come, do your trading here.
I watched the horse.
Scouting successful. The Iron Wheel doesn't send patrols beyond the walls anymore. They're too busy preparing to leave. And there's some sort of commotion at the main gate. Seems they've pulled a few soldiers there to deal with it. A gap in the wall not far from here. There's a lone sentry. I already told Walk Softly. He's waiting for you near the gap. I'll head back to the walls. Keep scouting the Citadel exterior. Good luck.
see the sentry? He keeps looking through the gate, rubbing his lips, waiting for one of his mates to come by with a drink. Let's relieve him of his thirst, then his uniform. We walk up. I present myself as a drunk, dapper Argonian. He challenges us, tells us to move along, then sees the bottle in my hand. I offer him a taste. He takes a long pull from one of Velsa's sleeping potions. We take his uniform. Try to look non-threatening, if at all possible. My good man, is this the gate to Abbas Landing?
Halt! The Citadel is under jurisdiction of the Iron Wheel.
Never heard of that tavern. What do they sell?
You should move along. What, that bottle you have, what is that?
Delicious. Some wine from, Bergama. Why, you want some?
If you're offering, just a nip to get my blood pumping. Tava's tail feathers, it's awful! Ugh! What is that taste?
Something to which I'm immune. But he's right, it does taste awful.
My distractions worked, as expected. I'll stick to the shadows for now.
Here we part ways. Once I'm in uniform, I'll see how well I blend in. If I may suggest a course of action, the journal you brought contains the entire dowry heist, as planned by Nicholas. I think we can use it to our advantage. Chief Inspector Ron Beek has an office in the ruins where he entertains guests. If you were to leave the journal for him to find, there is little chance Nicholas could weasel out of the trial he faces in Tanith. Oh, and you could find out where they're holding Zira. Good luck. Don't get caught. If you do, we'll have to spring 2 guildmasters. Shameful times for the Thieves' Guild. You go ahead. I'll abscond with our sentry friend's uniform. May need to trim it down. He was a rather brawny fellow.
pretty one with the beard.
I have no quarrel with you. My dowry is safely returned to Aldenobia tomb, as are the remains of my ancestor. Those responsible are in custody. Yet I am not entirely satisfied with the outcome. My former fiancé Kosh, that is Nicholas, has been very cooperative with the Iron. He claims he was duped, that stealing my dowry was Zira's plan all along. Zira has said nothing. Zira's price to surrender was the safety of those she brought along to the wedding. You and your strange little friend. Almost honorable in her own way. Nicholas lies, I know that now. But Chief Inspector Ron Beek has no evidence to the contrary. The town criers in Tenneth already proclaim her trial. Politics as they are, I cannot simply release her. But I can tell you where she is. And I can offer a lucrative proposal to your entire organization, to her directly, once you free her. Good. Zira is held in the prisons beneath us, but you must hurry. Chief Inspector Ron Beek plans to move her, to where I do not know. I'll escort you to the prison door. If you stay by my side, the Iron Wheel shall cause you no harm. Are you ready? Remember, don't leave my side or the Iron Wheel will think you're an intruder, which by all accounts you are. Almost there. Once you're inside the prison, you're on your own. You there! Unlock the door and allow my companion entry to the prison. Do not record this in the log.
As you command. You there, follow me.
Something about that soldier. No matter, you should hurry.
Iron Wheel uniforms aren't made for Argonian heads. I'd be sweating if... well, if I could sweat. You go after Zira. I'll wait for the others and escort them through.
And who might you be? you certainly don't belong. Who are you and why are you here? Straight to the point. Very good. I know where Chief Inspector Ron Beek took Zira. I'm willing to tell you. My only price is a single lockpick. I didn't ask you to free me. A single lockpick, from one thief to another. A tradition Zira began, which means bad luck for her should you break it. Ah, but we have company. And they seem ambivalent to the idea. Ah, walk softly. So good to see you again. Have you been?
Hunted. Missing too many dead friends.
And Velsa as well. I thought you'd retired.
And I thought you were dead. Seems we were both disappointed.
And who are you? I don't believe we've met.
I'm someone who knows better than to listen to your lies.
Well, is there honor among thieves, or will you prove Zira wrong?
Nicholas in a cell. Somehow, it feels right. Nicholas could never pick a lock, unless he learned since the dowry heist. A lockpick would be nothing more than a thin sliver of hope, which you could deny him. Is his hopelessness worth Zira's potential imprisonment? That's up to you.
Nicholas wasn't lying. I figured out all of his tells long ago. He knows where they have Zira, which means the acting guildmaster has a decision to make about a lockpick. If Chief Inspector Ron Beek personally moved Zira, we have very little time. A single lockpick won't do us any harm, and it gets us what we need. And I'll know if he's lying, so yes, toss one his way. Aim for the eye.
I've never met Nicholas before. Far as I'm concerned, I never want to see him again. Absolutely not. We can't know if he's lying, and we shouldn't risk him getting free. His help is the kind we don't need. And I overheard that transfer orders are stored in the warden's office. If we find nothing there, we trade him the lockpick. Do what you think is right, partner. I'll scout ahead.
Nicholas in a cell. Somehow, it feels right.
Well, is there honor among thieves, or will you prove Zira wrong? Good, good. Always commit fully, even when your heart brims with doubt. Now, the lockpick? Head through the prison and look for the docks. Should you hurry, the ship bearing Zira in its hold will still be present.
Here you are. Worst of luck to you. We had best hurry. The ship may sail on the next tide. Velsa is around here somewhere, and Quinn must still be scouting. I'll keep watch. Oh, and the sailors are no trouble. It seems the Iron Wheel is slow to pay its debts, so they're happy to look the other way.
You'll be charged with desecrating Aldenobia Tomb, a capital offense. Cooperate, and I'll argue leniency. And what are you doing here? The thief from Fulstrom Homestead, wasn't it? Why are you here? So you say to an unarmed man. You seem to have the upper hand, for the moment. This won't stop. The Iron Wheel shall not stop, until there is a trial. Desecrating a family tomb, every noble in Tanith wants to see justice served. You mean Kosh? He insists he was duped by the Thieves' Guild. His story doesn't completely add up, but Zira has not spoken since her arrival. Without proof, his story is the most convincing. Dowry heist? You name your crimes? I once gave you a chance to surrender. Instead, you attacked my men and fled with a valuable relic. I'm not inclined to take you at your word.
Chief Inspector Rumby!
The other thief? Surrender, all of you. The Iron Wheel is relentless. We serve a higher calling than gold or riches.
What? You seem the type to talk all day.
Zira, you aren't the only prisoner we freed. They're on shore and itching to come back to the Thieves' Guild.
Yes, yes, a charming reunion.
We need to keep moving. We'll talk.
No.
We need to keep moving. We'll talk back at the den. I almost said something pithy like, "You're late," or "About time." But really, I'm glad to see every one of you. Even Velsa. Better now that I'm out of that cell. I can't wait to return to the den, after we've taken care of some business. Thieves' Guild business. The Iron Wheel thought to save themselves another trip to Tanith. They loaded this ship with contraband. But we're going to steal it. We're going to take everything they squeezed from Abba's Landing. Everyone, listen up. Quen, good work freeing the prisoners. There are a few more on this ship. Break them out and send them topside.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. We'll need them to strip this vessel in the docks of whatever they can carry. Velsa.
Don't bark orders at me. I'll set traps near the prison door. Slow down any Iron Wheel come to check on the ship.
Good thinking, Velsa. Everyone, be quick about your work. Don't linger or we'll end up back in a cell. Once you have all you can carry, grab a boat and row hard for Abba's Landing. Let's go!
Haven't I troubles enough?
Might I say, you are the most magnificent Magnifica I've ever met. You elevate the cesspit of Abba's Landing with your very presence.
Who are you again?
Apologies, Magnifica. We have much to discuss when timing is more convenient for us both.
Such an audacious display. I look forward to our future dealings. I will smooth things with the Iron Wheel. Nicholas is their only prisoner to stand trial now. A shame Teneth's ire shall fall entirely upon my former fiancé.
I'll see you at the den. I have a few things to discuss with Magnifica Falora.
The guild has given me so much. It's time to return the favor.
Until I spent time in a cell, I didn't realize how much this place had grown on me. It's good to be back. But it's better to have robbed the Iron Will of their dignity, our guildmates, and a dockload of ill-gotten goods. With what? They can't look to Magnifica Falora for help. She hired the Iron Wheel to recover her dowry. When they did, she stopped funding them. After what we took from the Iron Wheel, they'll barely have enough to ship Nicholas to Tanith. What they'd planned to do with me, they'll put him on trial. A show trial because the people want revenge. When he's convicted, well, I hear the guillotine is popular in Tanith. But Nicholas is the past. I'm interested in the future. Never waste an opportunity. Huh. Nicholas used to say that. Well then, let's see what Tanith nobles think lucrative means. As for the rest of you, I'm naming you as part of my Thieves' Council. I'll need those I can trust in the coming months. Yes, even Velsa. Counselor Emeritus, if it suits you.
This calls for a drink. Or 5. Where's Andari?
Huzzah! Meaningless titles.
Don't be so... well, you.
My apologies for interrupting. Your Lord Thrag escorted me here. Magnifica Falora requests Zira call upon her at the earliest convenience.
I'll have to celebrate later. Opportunity waits for none of us, whatever title we have.
What would you have us do? Stare at one another until your return?
What does it matter to you? Aren't you retired?
Semi-retired. And what would you suggest? Hold hands and sing songs?
Hardly. The only tune you know is grating.
I think I'm starting to like you.
have never been better. It's good to be back. I used to hate this place when we first moved in. It's really grown on me. She told me as much at the wedding. For the merchant lords of Abba's Landing to be kept on a leash. I think that's a service we can provide. It gets us a foothold in Tanith, and who knows where that could lead.
We did it, partner! That was exhilarating. Beyond the part where I thought the iron wheel was going to cut me in half.
I'll enjoy holding this over Zira's head for the rest of her life.
The Thieves' Guild is restored. I grieve for lost friends and cohorts, but I know they would be pleased to see all of us succeed.
Those Iron Wheel bastards. Good riddance, I say. Zira brought the guild back from the brink of extinction, and I, for one, am certainly glad she did. We'll continue to rebuild, finish getting our own house in order. I have nothing but admiration and respect for our beloved guildmaster. Indeed, I can't wait to see what she has planned for us next. The anticipation has me on the edge of my seat. My experiences from my days as a pirate and smuggler make me invaluable to the guild. I have contacts, friends in distant ports, and more than enough advice to pass along. When it comes to planning and organization, just call on the captain. I had a beautiful ship once. It was fast, nimble, but the summer storms that blow up along the Abitian coast were too powerful for my poor swift lightning. Sank to the bottom of the sea. But let's bask in Zira's success. This was a good day.
I know what the new recruits say about me. How they call me the Lizard of Hugh's Bane. They say I do unspeakable things. They are not wrong. Just pulling your tail. I just like to keep the new recruits on their toes. Builds character. Never leap into water when you don't know the depth. I wasn't here, but I wasn't cowering like a newt just free of his shell. There were things that needed doing. Now they are done. All to the benefit of the guild. The guild has reclaimed its position of power in Abba's Landing. Our new arrangement with Tanith might even make us more powerful in the long run. It all depends on how the wind blows, and if the merchant lords don't cause us too many difficulties. Do I? I suppose that I do. It was earned with the blood and entrails of others, though, I assure you. You're too easy to fool. I do enjoy making the new recruits tremble.
While illicit genius sounds pretty...
You're working today? Better free up more gold before you get back.
Ah, what have the waters washed in today?
The guild would frown. Why let tax...
I know. You thought I was the queen.
The Mad Alchemist? Do they really call me that? No? Well, they should. I think the title suits me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to dose myself with a few tinctures and concoctions. Purely for scientific purposes, you understand. Depends who you ask. Since Velsa retired, I've been the guild's alchemist. Oh, I guess you could say I took a break after the Iron Wheel began their persecution. But I returned as soon as Zira gave the word. Poisons and toxins for the most part. I also dabble in mind-altering substances. I do so enjoy having my mind altered. It's all a matter of subtlety. A pinch of this or a splash of that can solve most problems I've found, and with less bother. I was so discouraged when I heard what happened to Nicholas and the others that I spent a good deal of time pleasantly inebriated. We all handle grief in our own ways, after all. As soon as Zira contacted me, I packed my kit and hurried back. Interfering foreign bastards! They have no business in a bar's landing. If I had my way, I'd slip a vial of poison into the Chief Inspector's tea and be done with the matter. Zira says that's not the way we do things. More's the pity.
Berengore's one of mine. I brought him into the guild, trained him. I'm glad to see he's made a place for himself while I was gone. Unfortunately, I don't think he's happy to see me back here. I suppose I'll have to deal with that too in short order. I was a bounty hunter back in Shornhelm before I embraced this life. I suppose tales of my past have been spread around the guild like jam on a biscuit. Thieves and cut-purses are worse than old wives when it comes to gossip. You'd be surprised. When it comes to law and order, the line between bounty hunter and outlaw is thin as a wisp of hair, and just as fragile. After years of serving the public good with nothing to show for it, I learned that crime actually does pay. I originally came to Abaz Landing to collect a bounty on Walk Softly, but he offered me an alternative that actually made sense. I brought my talents to the guild and they welcomed me. Just like you, I earn their trust every day.
Just don't get...